Uncle Chunt, 100% certified Chunty.
Hello Internet, Uncle Chunt here once again. I've taken a slight break from moving. I've hidden everything in sight, so there's boxes and stuff everywhere. And I'm stopping tonight because I need to get ready for Supernova. So I'm flying out to Brisbane Supernova in the morning. So that'll be nice, getting out of town for a bit. Fly down to Brisbane for the Con Fest, which is a fun time. I've been to the last, I think 3 or something like that, 3 of them. So I'll be meeting the likes of David Yost, who was the original Blue Ranger from Power Rangers back in the day, and Karen Ashley, who played the second Yellow Ranger. So I'm super excited about that. That'll be another 2 Power Rangers off my list. And 2 people I've really wanted to meet for like the better part of my life. Dragon Ball Z, or DBZ, or Dragon Ball Z, depends on what part of the world you're from. Christopher Sabat and Sean Schemmel are going to be there. Yes! I'm so excited. I've wanted to meet them for a while. So I'll finally be able to get their autographs and get photos with all these people and just keep adding to my wall of fame. So it's going to be very exciting. And it'd just be good to get out of Rockhampton for a little bit it's right in the middle of my moving house, so it's a little inconvenient, but what are you going to do? I have Monday off, so I've hired a truck, so I'm going to move everything that day as soon as I get back from Brisbane. Anyway, so that's what's happening. So I'm just taking a little break because a trailer has just dropped out of nowhere. The Civil War trailer, the first one, the initial trailer, I guess, teaser if you want to call it that, for Civil War. It's another Marvel Studios film. I have got to say, this is the first time, or maybe the second time, I've actually felt these Marvel movies actually have stakes. Like at hold. But the rest of them, you just know that everybody's going to be okay. You know the hero's going to win. You know they're going to beat the villain. Most of the villains are forgettable. But this movie, I loved Captain America Winter Soldier. I think that movie is, if not the best, if not second best Marvel film to date. And it's been handled by the 2 brothers that, the name escapes me right now, but the brothers that directed that movie are doing Civil War. And you can tell, it really doesn't look like, it doesn't feel even like all the other Marvel films. It has a serious tone to it. It feels like shit's gonna go down, and yeah, there's stakes there, man. Shit's gonna happen. I think we're gonna lose some people. In the real world, I think we're going to, because the contracts are up and people are asking for too much money, or they could move on for new Avengers and whatnot. But I just want to step through some shots that really stood out to me. So let's have a look. Right, so we got Bucky.
Buck.
He's on the run from the last time we saw him.
Your mom's name was Sarah. You used to wear newspapers in your shoes.
So he kind of still knows who he is now. He's on the run. So we got that much. Alright, so moving forward a bit. Right, so we know he's going to be okay. But moving forward, there's a real kind of sadness, or...
Captain.
Oh yeah, holy crap. Thunderbolt Ross, I think his name is, from the first Marvel Cinematic Universe movie.
While
he's back.
A great many people see you as a hero, there are some who prefer the word vigilante.
There he is, Thunderbolt Ross. That's cool. Like, it's about time they kind of, acknowledged that Hulk movie exists in this world. They've kind of glossed over it completely. But, so this is cool, it kind of wraps... I've got a feeling like this movie might just tie in all those other loose ends from the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then start dropping names and lopping heads into Infinity War. This movie just might be a game changer.
You've operated with unlimited power and no supervision.
So they're coming down on Captain America.
That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
I know how much Bucky means to you. Stay out of this one, please.
And they
You don't
still
want
after
to make this
Bucky.
worse.
You saying you'll arrest me?
There will be consequences.
Captain, you seem a little defensive. Well, it's been a long day.
So now they're bringing in Tony Stark. Like, putting friends against friends, teammates against teammates. It looks to me like they're sending in Tony Stark to take in Captain America. You can kind of see the hints where they took parts from the actual the comic book story, trying to figure out a way to get them to bump heads. So far, like, it's working well. Obviously, this is just a teaser, so we're not gonna see the full reasoning as to why or how Tony Stark is being pulled in. Like, does Tony Stark feel like apprehensively responsible for Age of Ultron and everything else, like, since he started his Iron Man campaign? All this shit's going down. Like, he almost destroyed the world because of Ultron, and he helped create him, so maybe he feels obligated to help the government and do what they say, do what they tell them to do, even though it's against friendship. So we'll see how that goes.
If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than bad guys.
That's not the way I see it.
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
A little bit of conflict, whatever.
I just want to make sure we consider all our options. Because people that shoot at you usually wind up shooting at me too.
That's a good line, that. Like, you can tell he feels a little being associated with Captain America, and if everybody's coming after him, if they want to support him, Captain America needs to realize that his friends are in danger because of his actions. So that's kind of interesting. I like that line.
You know what's about to happen. Do you really want to punch your way out of this?
What do we do?
Oh, let's go back. I was waiting for that. Yeah, this guy. It's Batman.
What do we do?
Nah, games. Nah, look, it's Black Panther, obviously, and that's the first kind of look we've really got of him. And yeah, it looks cool. Like the mask, it's quite neat. I kind of enjoy that. They got the whole claw thing happening on. I mean, it's, you know, pretty standard Black Panther. I mean, in the comics back in the day, it was just a black suit with a. That was it. No much detail at all. So I don't know. This is pretty cool. I like that.
We fight.
Yeah, that far out. Jeez.
Sorry, Tommy. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice.
This. So, people are going to die, right? Is he dead? Is Rhodey dead there? He's got a gaping hole in his suit chest and it's all ripped apart, and Tony Stark seems a little worried. He could just be knocked out, but you know people are going to die in this. I don't know, that's just a cool shot. I mean, something went down. There's a big friggin' crater, like, where they must have fallen, or... yeah, I don't know. I want to know. It's out shortly after Batman vs Superman, so it's not much longer.
But he's my friend. So was I.
Oh, that far out. Before we get here, that line was nice. The bit of the feels there, where Captain America feels some conflict because he wants to protect Bucky, his friend. This is what I'm gathering from this. He wants to protect Bucky, his friend, and doesn't want to fight Tony, but he's picking sides where Bucky was his childhood friend, his lifetime friend, and Tony Stark is, you know, he's a friend, but it's not like Bucky. So it's like he has to choose his oldest and dearest friend over Tony Stark, and Tony Stark's like, well, the hell, like, I thought I was your friend as well, you know, kind of thing. And then this happens.
Sorry, Tommy. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice. But he's my friend. So was I.
This man! Alright! Beating this shit out of Iron Man. Holy crap. It's like, take a pay cut, Tony Stark. Tell Robert Downey Jr. to frickin' not earn so much money and you can stay in the movies. Oh, so, I don't know. I reckon they'll probably get rid of Tony Stark Robert Downey Jr., he cost the studio far too much money, $45 million hit almost, for the Avenger films at least. That's a disgusting amount of money. So, you know, they're probably thinking, oh, let's just retire him. We've got other characters we can bring on, like Black Panther might be the new popular one and take over. But then you've still got maybe Bucky will continue on. I mean, there's so many more Marvel characters they can put in there for new actors and newbies that they don't have to give them $45 million a movie. But yeah, I mean, there's some feels in that trailer. As a DC fan myself, I can acknowledge that. You know, it's a good teaser. Well, it says it's a trailer on the channel, so maybe that's the actual first trailer. It's a good trailer, but you know, if I'm trying not to be biased here, but I can't get past how awesome the Batman vs Superman trailer was. Like that movie may as well have been pretty long, but that trailer was just freaking amazing. It was the best trailer I've ever seen. You know, my fanboy side trying to, but you know, that was alright. It feels more grounded and it feels like there's stakes there, so that's what I want out of these movies. Like, I like superhero movies, but these Marvel films, they almost have this kind of cookie cutter thing where you know everybody's going to be okay, you know the villain's never going to come back. Loki is like the only redeemable villain that they've had in these series who's actually good. Or like not a good villain, but like a good villain. I mean, like, he's not a good guy, but like he thinks he is, but he's just conflicted, and it makes for an interesting villain, where the other ones are just kind of throwaways. One movie kind of villain of the day type scenario. So, I mean, this will be interesting. I mean, there's a lot of infighting. We don't really get to see who the villain is here. Maybe Thunderbolt Ross is the instigator of it all. That's just my thoughts. So anyway, I just want to do a quick video between my packing and moving. So yeah, I'm going to get back to it. And yeah, I'm going to post some updates while I'm away from Supernova. So, you know, just make sure you're on my Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and I'll be making updates as I go. So yeah, I know in my last video I said I was having a break, but I had to do something when this dropped. So anyway, it might be a week or two before the next one's out, because all my computer stuff will be packed up after this. So I'll catch you then. So yeah, join all my social media stuff and keep posted with me. Alright, toodaloos, have a good weekend everybody, blah blah blah. Woo.
Oh yes, I'll go Chunty.
This is so awesome! Yeah!